Hello and welcome back, I can say that this time, to another candle magic spell. And this one is done for somebody because somebody very kindly said, could you do one for energy? Because they need a little bit of get up and go because they're feeling very lethargic. So if you haven't seen the first one in this series where I actually ran through a template that Rachel has given us in her book, Practical Candle Magic, watch this and then you can go and find the other one if you haven't already seen it, or if you need a reminder of the sorts of layout to start off with. But obviously this one's going to be slightly different because it's actually doing a spell on behalf of somebody. And for that, I actually tuned in to a certain extent to pick up something that would actually help this person who's asked for it. It's Amanda. So Amanda, thank you very much for providing me with a theme for this. And I hope that when you actually do this, or if you manage to do a variation of it, that it helps you, and let us know, because that's the main thing, is the communication. That's why I said in the other one, give me themes, give me ideas so that we can interact and we can do this together, because otherwise you're just going to get them. Because if nobody gives me an idea, I'll just go, well, I'll do a spell for this. Because it is just to give an idea, show that it doesn't have to be complicated. Yes, it takes time, it takes thought, and you have to put effort and you have to put energy into it, but they don't have to be super complicated. If you want to make them that way, you can. You can make them into a full ritual. You can cast a circle, you can call in quarters, you can walk the compass, you can call, you could do anything. It's your spell. But the idea is to help you by giving you just some basics. So this one is going to look and be different from our last one. So like I said, this one is for when your get up and go is gone and you want it back, basically, when you're a little bit of a slump. So you need a little bit of energy. So candle-wise, I have chosen to go with red. You could go with white or yellow or black, actually, because if you're trying to get rid of something, you could go with black. But I've chosen a small red candle. You obviously need a candle holder to keep it in, a lighter and matches, or matches, whichever you're going to use. So if you're going to use herbs, now for those of you that have seen the first one, you know that when I use herbs, I tend to like to use some sort of plate to keep them contained. I am using herbs today, but I'm not using a plate because they're actually good-sized herbs. It's up to you. If you don't mind having bits that you have to then lift the whole thing and shake out, that's up to you. I just like to keep mine contained. But if you want to use herbs, suggestions would be bay, which is one of the ones I'm going to be using. You could use black pepper, lavender, daisies, very handy this time of year at the moment because they're out, so you can go and pick some and dry them, or just pick them and put them with the spell. You could use oak or sunflower. What else? Plantain would be good energy wise. Chilies, got chilies. Coffee, curry powder would be very useful. Some horseradish. And there's any of those sort of spices. You've got your paprikas and chili flakes. What else? Cayenne pepper, maybe. That could be quite useful. But you could also go for the citrus because they add energy. So you could use grapefruit or lemon or orange peel, or the pips. If you want to use a symbol, then pentacle comes in handy. As with all of these spells, if you want to actually scribe onto your candle, then you could have something sharp that you could just scribe either the words or a symbol that resonates with you, or a pentacle. Very handy. If you were using runes, then Uruz. Ness is the rune master, so I'm having to think. So yeah, so there'd be Uruz, Thurisaz, Ewos, Tewos. I think there's probably more. There will be a blog to go with this. You'll be very relieved to know. So yeah, runes is not my strong point. That's Ness. But I think I've said some of the ones that you could use. But yeah, so you could scribe that on, or you could write them out on a bit of paper to have around the candle. The candle is because the candle spells. So the candle is like the centerpiece, and then you make the spell around it, if that makes sense. So for Ogham, that for me is a little bit easier because you've got Dua, oak, strong, strength, drawing that energy up. Gut, which for me is very much about the garden. It's about the cultivation. It's about looking after yourself. Netl is very nurturing, very healing, very protective. So you've got those three. Those are the ones that I would go with from the Ogham. If you're going to write a petition, I'm not for this because I'm doing it for somebody, so I don't know exactly what they're looking for. So this is very much just an energy boosting spell that I've planned. But if you were going to do a petition, then you could use just a plain piece of white paper, but then use either black or red ink, because those are the colours associated, or you could use a red piece of paper and write in black if you wanted to double that up. As far as crystals are concerned, with any of these things, go with your own intuition. I'm on the blog. I will give you a list, but so I've chosen tiger's eye, I've chosen obsidian, and a lot of quartz, because those are the ones that jumped out at me when I was thinking about doing this. So yeah, so I've got tiger's eye, I've got obsidian, and a lot of quartz. I also have pentagram that I'm going to be using, and cards and herbs. But yeah, I'll come to that in a minute. So crystals, coming back to crystals, sorry, got sidetracked. So those are the ones I'm using. You could also use amber, bloodstone, orange calcite maybe, garnet, gold, hematite. I don't use a lot of hematite because it just doesn't agree with me. Same with malachite. You could probably, if malachite agrees with you, you could use that. Silver or sunstone. Sunstone would be good. Unakite. Again, I'll do a full list for you in the blog, with the written blog that will go with this. Other items that you could use could be anything that resonates with you for energy. So if you've got a plate that's got a sun picture, where is it in the Mediterranean where you get those lovely plates that are all brightly coloured and have suns and flowers, and so something like that, or a piece of jewellery, a little talisman, a pebble, a button, anything that resonates with you. In the book, the Practical Candle Magic book that Rachel's written, she actually, for strength, gives a little chant, which I think actually fits quite well. When I read it, I thought actually this, as I said, I was trying to think about, it wasn't for me, it was for somebody else. So I actually thought this could work. And if it doesn't, then the person can actually adapt it. So as with any of these things, make it yours. So the actual, I'll just get it up. Candle magic, I ask of thee, give me strength, send it to me. Power and courage to make me strong, to help me move my life along. So nice, straightforward, nothing too fancy. As most of you know, I don't like it. It makes it too complicated for me. And then I lose track of what I'm doing. So it's not worth it. So this is where, as you know from the last one, now I've got a camera because Rachel let me have a camera. So we'll just see, hey, oh, it's working, it's working. So we're going to start off with our candle. And I am going to anoint. I'm using olive oil with some lemon essential oil added to it. And I'm anointing it, but I'm actually drawing on a sun. And just see if I can. Yeah, I know that's a pentacle. You probably thought, what on earth is she doing? So I've just drawn a pentacle on there. And then I'm going to draw a smile. I just hope this resonates. But yeah, as I say, make it yours. You don't have to use oil if you don't want to. Oops. But if you do, then you can just use plain oil. You don't actually have to use one that's got any essential oils or anything in it. You can just use a plain. I've used olive oil, but you could use sunflower oil. That would work well. So, and then I've just put my candle safely into my holder. And I'm going to position you here, like that. So before, done it again, haven't I? So before I started, I actually cleansed all of these. I used breath and light. So all of these things are cleansed. They haven't got any charge to them at the moment. So as I'm actually placing them and doing them, I'm talking to you, and I'm also going to say that these are to bring the mojo back. Yeah, bring the energy, raise the energy, bring the mojo back. Don't know why that came into my head, but it did. So, like I said, I hope this is going to resonate with people. So, cards-wise, I'm actually using quite a few, and I'm using a variety. So, tarot isn't something that I tend to use a lot for divination, but I do use it in spell work. So I'm actually, and I've got 4 that you'll see as I put down. So I'll tell you. So I'm using strength, and strength I feel needs to go here. I've got the star, and the star is going to go there. And you can see I'm just resting and as I'm resting my hand, I'm sending that mojo. I'm sending that message. This is for mojo. This is for energy. Bring back my energy. The Emperor needs to go there. I don't know why, but the Emperor needs to come this side. And again, bring the mojo back. And then I've got the Sun. I didn't position this very well on the table, did I? Just moving that side. There we go. The Sun is coming here. Bring the mojo. So the other cards that leapt off the shelf at me are actually, let me lift this up so you can see. It's Rachel's Sun Magic cards. Flower Magic cards. Thinking of the sun. Sun just keeps coming in. So I've got picked out 4 of those. So I've got the hyperculum for rejuvenation. I've got marigold. Yep, marigold for energy. I've got the red hot poker for action. And I've got white rose for empowerment. All right, and then I'm just going to hold my hand over this. And this is for energy, bringing the energy back. Bring that energy back. And now we start with the crystals. What are we going to do with you? So you can see, sorry, my hands, I'm stimulating them, giving them a little caress, a little rub to bring them alive. And while I'm doing that, I'm actually thinking that this we need for energy. I'm actually that you need to go there. That little obsidian egg needs to go there. And then we've got the two tiger's eyes. What are we going to do with you? Where do you need to go? Do you? Okay, you can go there. Right, they've gone each side of the strength near the hyperculum and the white rose. I then have, now for some reason I chose 5. I don't know why. 5 just happened. So yeah, you need to go there. I think, that's what's happening. Okay, I'm with you. So yeah, so they need to go for the points of the pentagram down here. It's beginning to make sense to me. Anyway, hope it's making sense to you out there. And then, look at this. 2 chilies. Look at that. Oomph and va. Now, how many of you do I need? I think I only need 3. Do I only need 3 of you? Yeah? Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to my bay. So where do you need to go? Do you want to go there? You want to go there? You want to go there? Okay. Oh, we're done. Are we done? Just going to hold my hands there just for a second. Just again, this is for energy. This is for the va-va-vum of life. Bring the mojo back. Bring that mojo back. Okay, and this is the point where I would actually say, candle magic, I ask of thee, give me strength, send it to me, power and courage to make me strong, to help me move my life along. And then bring the mojo back. Bring the mojo back. Let's get some va-va-vum going. All right. Again, like I did in the first one, I'll leave it so it's half and half so that you can actually see that it's still. And I will leave this until the candle has gone down, and then I'll dismantle it and cleanse and put away. But yeah, I hope that has been helpful. I hope that makes some sense and that it gives you some ideas. As always, please comment down below. If there is something that you'd like me to do a spell for, please put it in the comments, because otherwise you'll just get one that I think, oh, I'll do that one. So yeah, so it's much nicer to interact and actually do one for somebody rather than, because it's interacting, you know. We may not be able to see each other, but face to face, that is. That doesn't make any difference. The energy can still come through the internet. The internet is the Ethernet, it's energy itself. So yeah, I'll stop waffling. I will let you get about your day. Please leave comments. Please give me ideas for more spells. And I will see you in the next one.